realistic online racing sim ever made. This is iRacing. Detailed laser scan tracks, fully dynamic real-world cars, and over 50 series to choose from. 6 online world championships offering over $100,000 in annual prizes. This is the original esport racing game. This is iRacing.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to another live show from the Dirt Racing Network. PRO Sidewinder 360 Sprint Cars are one of the more famous tracks in all of dirt racing. The Williams Grove Speedway. 19 drivers checked in for tonight's action, round number 11. All the old familiar faces are here. Chambrone, Gerlach, DeBarro, Rundle, Miller. On down the list, Jeff Stewart in the house, Robbie Schaefer. Quick shout out to Tim and all the boys up in Charlotte, getting ready for the World Finals. Arrived today, went and did a little sightseeing. I saw that on the Facebook page, and they're getting the rig set up. So if you're going to be out there, drop by and say hi to Tim and the boys. Turn a few laps, got a few prizes up for grabs. That getting started in a day or two here, so be sure you check in for that. Say hi in the chat tonight, guys. I am going to do my level best. Remember to give away the free 3-month subscription to any non-member of iRacing currently. You'll get all the basic content. We are just about ready to get things kicked off. We're going to go trackside here in just a moment. Get our invocation and our national anthem out of the way. And when we come back, the boys should be ready for qualifying. And we will find out who posts the quick time tonight. So take it away, PA.
We take you down onto the track for our opening ceremonies.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise. Please remove your hats.
And now, please welcome Pastor Sam Foley from Port Orange, Florida, to deliver tonight's invocation.
Father, we ask today that you protect and bless those who participate in this race. May they use good sportsmanship and respect for each other. And we'll thank you and praise you in Jesus' name. Amen.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous flight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
All right, big thank you to Sam and Johnny Foley once again. Qualifying just about to roll out. Got Casey Miller rolling the 05 car. Took the pink off of it. Was pink for all of October. Took the pink off, back to the white with the baby blue trim now. Couple of storylines going on here as he's under the green flag for his first time. Almost everyone out on track. We will jump around to different cars. Nick Chambrone, if you weren't here last week, broke his string of consecutive podium finishes. Right now, Billy O'Reilly goes to the top, 17.601 for his first lap. Chambrone third, Mustard second. Watch Billy Rowley complete his second. 17.519 seconds quicker. But Ryan Bueller actually tops that. He was 17.519. Rowley 17.550. Gerlach third quick, 588. Mustard. Then Jeff Stewart finishes his up at a 640. That's your top five. Chambrone sixth. DeBarro, Watkins, Anthony Job in another appearance. Love to see that 91 car out on the track. He times in ninth quick. Don Runkle, Robbie Schaefer, Reed Rundle's on track. Chase Austin in the 111 car here. First time lap for the CFA machine. See Nick Cohan, Peyton Grease. Neither one of them have tried to time in as of yet. First lap for Austin, 17.896. Good enough for 15th on the board. Tough track with the new parameters. Things a little trickier for the drivers now. Second time, tick quicker, 883. Not going to improve his position on the board. Still 15th quick. Still not seeing the 21 or the 92 machine rolling out to take time. So 21 drivers, 19 of them have taken time. Ryan Bueller, 17.519 seconds, quickest in the qualifying session. 3 drivers in the 17.5 bracket. Everyone else 17.63 or slower. So we'll wipe this out and get ready to line up our heat races. Heat races all 8 laps. We know the top 4 transfer. I think everybody's going to the show tonight. It's looking like we're going to have 3 heats. Let's get down here and run it through our CJAuto21.com starting lineup. On the pole, the 00 of Don Runkle Jr., and on his outside in the 27 car will be Anthony DeBarro. Your second row on the inside, the TMJ Racing number 0 of Terry Mustard Jr. He's from Waverly, Ohio. And on his outside in the Lucas Oil Culver CSR, the number 07, he's from Manitowoc, Wisconsin. Ryan Bueller, your quick qualifier for the evening. Third row inside, the Long Lane Racing number 19 out of York Haven, PA. That is Corbin Hutchison. And on his outside in the Netcode Esports number 02 from Peoria, Illinois, Robert Lynn. And making up the back row in the BAR Transport number 63 out of Muskegon, Michigan, Mr. Bill Coy. Buckeye, Arizona. Well, welcome to the show, Chris. I see Greg chiming in. He's picking the old jabroni tonight, it looks like. All right. One more pace lap around. Everybody knows where the start line is. Everybody knows where they're supposed to be. Pace truck will duck off in turn number 3. First 7. So I think we're going to go 7, 7, and 7 for heat races. I think everybody transfers. I don't think we're going to see a B main, and I think we'll see a short warm-up before these guys get ready to go. I do believe there's a redraw tonight. So they'll go into 3 and 4. The pace truck will duck in. Don Runkle, Anthony DeBarro will get us started here. 8 quick laps. And I say quick, this is a long half mile. Waiting for that green flag to be displayed. Green flag in the air. DeBarro, I don't think he could have timed it better. Perfect jump for DeBarro. He leads them into 1 and 2. Runkle was second side by side with Mustard. Then Bueller in 4th, sitting right in there. Just trying to look for the opening. See if he can make a move. Try to make it 3 wide, but couldn't get there. He's 2 wide for 3rd. With Mustard on the outside, Bueller now puts a nose in front, but coming out of turn 2, they will drag race all the way down the backstretch. And with Runkle right in front, it's going to just about be who picks the right line. Because if Runkle makes a tiny mistake, and he almost made one right there, he almost slammed that door down too hard, trying to keep Bueller from sliding him. They're going to be 3 wide into 3. That ain't going to work, and Mustard backs out of it. Bueller around Runkle into 2nd, Runkle to 3rd, Mustard is 4th, then Hutchison, Lynn, Bill Coy. A long ways back, and Coy, last time we were here, if I recall right, he struggled a little bit with this track. That car just doesn't like this place. A big slip from Bueller. Runkle goes right on by. Bueller slipped in 3, and Runkle, I thought, was going to slip in 4, but he made a good cut under. He takes the spot back, so put the 00. That Mission 22 machine back into 2nd. Good battle here. These guys really trying to get at it. 2nd, 3rd, and 4th, and Runkle keeps closing the slider entry down putting that car about one car width off the bottom going into one. He couldn't do it in 3 because Bueller was all the way up beside. DeBarro is gone. 1.2 seconds. 2 laps to go for him. He's not going to get much camera time that far out in front. We're going to stay with the greatest battle on the track. And right now it is second, third, and fourth. These guys have been all over each other for what is now 7 full laps. And another 3 wide little tap. Bueller gets the car back underneath him, but that'll seal his fate. We'll watch the battle for second and third as Mustard gets another good run. Can he do anything? Coming out of turn 4, DeBarro laps Coy. He'll win Heat 1. Runkle trying to hang on. I think he got it. Runkle by 29 1/1000ths of a second takes second. Then Mustard, Bueller, Hutchison, Coy on down the line. Good run there. Get down here. Let's get a look at the CGAuto21.com starting a lineup for heat race number 2 on the pole. The Full Moon Garage number 10 from Hamburg, Pennsylvania, Robbie Schaefer. And on his outside, the Net Code Esports number 011. He's from Eudora, Kansas, Jarrett Watkins. Your second row on the inside. Couple of teammates here. 72 is the over-the-wall photography. Elbows Up SimSport machine from Milford, Ohio of Jeff Stewart. And on his outside, his teammate in the Wicked Energy Gum Elbows Up SimSport number 79 from New Paris, Ohio. The Rowdy One, Billy Rowley. Your third row inside. The PRO Dizzy Motorsports number 86 from Faribault, Minnesota, John Borst. And on the outside of him in the Central Services Mueller's number 43 from Oxford, Michigan, Reed Rundle. And on the back row, CSI Hobstadt Guzzlers number 92 out of Hobstadt, Indiana, Peyton Grease. So 7 more cars. Everybody's going to the feature tonight. We'll see if that one machine off the pole, Robbie Schaefer, can do some, or if the 2 teammates behind him can make a run. Been seeing more and more of the Rowdy One, Billy Rowley, and steadily seeing improvement in his finishing positions. So we'll keep an eye on him as well. All right, green this time out of 4. 8 more laps. Getting them rolled up to speed on the throttle. Green flag back in the air. Heat 2 underway. And they got single file there pretty quick. It looked like Grease with a minor mistake, and he's going to get that car way out of shape. He'll gather it back up. He's going to keep going forward. No cautions. But it'll be Schaefer at the end of lap 1 with Watkins, Stewart, and Rowley side by side behind Borst and Rundle. Rundle on the inside, Borst on the top side. Rundle got a good run off the bottom. Can he squeeze ahead here into 3? He does. He'll have the whole track to work with. He comes up the hill about 2/3 of the way. Borst goes to the high side, all the momentum, and Borst takes the spot back. Side-by-side battle between teammates in front of that. Rowley looking on the inside of Stewart. Stewart just not getting that car, I don't think, where he wants it. I think he wanted that car to be just a little bit wider and into that sticky stuff. But he takes the spot back away from Rowley nonetheless. So we go up to the front. Robbie Schaefer has not gotten more than 0.3 of a second ahead of Jarrett Watkins for the entirety of the 4 laps that were run to that point right there. We'll take a quick look. Peyton Grease a long ways back here, about 2 seconds behind Reed Rundle. So Grease, after the mistake in 1 and 2, not going to be much of a factor in this heat race, it doesn't look like. As things start to look more like a freight train than a race. But this track will go through plenty of change. By the time we get to the feature, they will be all over the place, able to make passes, make moves, use the cut down line, stick it on the bottom. You'll see cars everywhere. 2 to go this time, heat race number 2. About 3.5 tenths, and that's about as wide as the gap has been for Schaefer. Stewart trying to reel in Watkins. He's going to have to hustle because the white flag's in the air. About 1/2 of a lap to go here. Stewart doesn't go for the slider. Schaefer's going to win heat 2. We saw Rowley clip the fence. Watkins is second. Then Stewart, Rowley, John Borst in 5th. Reed Rundle and Peyton Grease. Two in the books, 1 to go. The CJAuto21.com starting line for heat race number 3 on the pole. The long lane racing number 05 from York Haven, PA. That's Casey Miller. And on his outside in the Dude Products Elbows Up Sim Sport number 91 out of Brownsville, Indiana, Anthony Job. Your second row inside the A-Treat Dizzy Trucking number 01 from Nazareth, PA. The Jabroni Nick Chambrone. And on his outside in the AlwaysRaceDay.com netcode esports number 71. He's from Bondurant, Iowa, Josh Gerlach. Third row inside, netcode esports entry, the 111 from Eudora, Kansas of Chase Austin. And on the outside of him, the 3 car of Roderick Fitzke. And bringing up the rear, CJ Auto Perk Coffee Dizzy Motorsports number 21 from Nazareth, PA, Nick Cohan. Old Karen Cohan back there starting P7. We'll see where Nick brings that 21 machine at the end of these 8 laps. We should get a short warm-up session at the end. At the end of... I'm glad that someone was paying attention. Thank you, Yankee. I appreciate it. Should get a short warm-up session at the end of this heat. During that warm-up session, I am going to give you guys the key phrase that I want you to type into the chat. If you are not currently an iRacing member and you'd like to be one for at least 3 months, get the basic content, see if you like it. I will give you a phrase, and once we take the green... Actually, we're going to do it before that. We're going to do it... Yeah, we're going to do it as soon as they take the green because they have the pace lap to get the field back in order. As soon as the green flag falls, you will type in that phrase, and I will award whoever is first to my chat the 3-month subscription. Oh, Chambrone. And I do not know what happened there. He went dead left when he hit the throttle. And he is putting himself behind the 8 ball for 2 weeks in a row now, but a good start to this one. Other than that, Miller, Job, Gerlach, and Austin, the top 4. They got single file quick, 2 groups of 3, spread out by about 8 car lengths. Cohan tried to work inside on both Fitzke and Austin, and it didn't work out. He falls all the way back to 6th again. But right now, Anthony Job got the 91 car about 2 lanes down off the wall. He took a peek on the inside of Miller, couldn't make anything happen in 3 and 4. He'll set it back up. Good run out of 2. Will he go for the slider in 3 and 4? Goes to the bottom, but does not power the car through the middle. Comes out pretty close to the side. Had to give up a little grip there to keep it from being right rear to left rear on the 05 car. He'll try to go again. He just keeps setting this up in 1 and 2 and getting good runs. Gerlach back there waiting to see if he gets out of shape again. I imagine that Josh is going to pounce right on him. Oh, Miller makes the mistake. Now Job has the lead at the end of lap number 3. Big slide from Job, and it opens it up to 3 wide down the backstretch. This is going to get exciting. Contact there makes it way less exciting than it could have been going through 3 and 4, but side by side behind Miller, Gerlach. Now Miller's got the spot. Gerlach into 3rd. Chase Austin has his hat in the ring. Another great battle, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. We're going to see 2 in a row here. Job, Miller, and Austin. Oh, Cohan. Oh, Karen got a little crazy right there. Put the right rear in the fence. This time Austin going to lose it on the front stretch. Gets passed by Fitzke. Anthony Job's way out in front of this one, almost a full second. He's going to get to the white flag a long time before Casey Miller and Josh Gerlach. And then Fitzke is in fourth. Austin got the car back underneath him and keeps fifth. Cohan still sixth. So we'll see the final trip through 3 and 4 in the final heat race of the evening for Anthony Job. He'll pick up the checkered flag. Casey Miller second, then Josh Gerlach. Roderick Fitzke is going to hang on for fourth, and then Austin and Cohan are rounding it out. So straight to our warm-up session. These guys are going to be able to jump out here and make a few laps, I believe. They'll be doing the redraw for them, getting everything prepped up to get the feature out on the track. 30 laps of green flag racing is scheduled for the feature tonight. Everybody making the trip into the A main. Just waiting for those guys. So if you are not a current iRacing member, you'd like to be. When the green flag falls on the feature, there will be one pace lap under green for these guys while they rearrange the redraw. During that pace lap, the first person to type in the phrase, "I want to be a racer too," I will give you instructions on how you can PM me to get a code for a free 3-month subscription to the basic content of iRacing, courtesy of Tim's Dirt Track Simulators and iRacing, via all of us here at the Dirt Racing Network. I do have some in-cars, Chris, and I will be, during the feature, as long as we can get a little bit of a green feel going, I will throw it into a car that maybe is in a battle or is trailing a battle so that we can watch from the driver's perspective. I am just waiting for drivers to hit the racing surface, and I don't know if these guys are going to or not. I paid all the bills at the beginning of the show. I really don't have any more ads that are required for me to go for the evening. I see Robbie Schaefer has put his car out on pit road, but he is not rolling it onto the racetrack at this time. So I think these guys might just be doing the redraw, going through a little pre-race drivers meeting and getting ready for this big feature tonight. Good luck from above. You can see how far the cushion has been pushed. All those marbles in 3 and 4, almost up against the fence all the way, but down in 1 and 2, there is still about a lane and a half up there that has wet, chunky dirt, and I don't know if we'll see that get pushed all the way out. If guys are going to try to go up there or what's going to happen with that deal, but they are going to end the practice session. We're going to get ready to go. So when the green flag falls after the 2 pace laps, if you are not an iRacing member and you type in the phrase, "I want to be a racer too," the first name I see in the chat, I will call you out. I will tell you what you're going to need to do, which basically is come to the Dirt Racing Network page on Facebook, send us a private message that you won the 3-month subscription. I'm going to send you a picture of the code so that when you register, you can type that code in and you'll get all the basic content across all different genres of racing: road racing, asphalt racing, dirt racing. All their basic content for free. Give you a chance to wet your whistle a little bit. Right now, it is time for us to run through the CGAuto21.com starting lineup for your 30-lap feature tonight. On the pole, the 27 of Anthony DeBarro, Robbie Schaefer to his outside. Job and Runkle in row 2. That's the schedule. They may not start that way. Then it'll be Watkins and Miller. The 4th row is where we should see everybody kind of stay the same. It's going to be Terry Mustard inside, Jeff Stewart outside. Row 5, Josh Gerlach and Orion Bueller. Your 6th row, the Rowdy One, Billy Rowley and Roderick Fitzke. You're going to start positions 11 and 12. 7th row, Corbin Hutchison, John Borst. Chase Austin and Bill Coy in row number 8 or row 9. Reed Rundle and Nick Cohan. Your 10th row, Robert Lynn and Peyton Greason starting on the back. after what I am given to understand is a pedal issue, and they hope it didn't happen again. I don't know if he had that or not, but I know that he is out there. He's rolling around now. He is way at the back, and he has got a lot of work if he is going to start another run of podium finishes in this thing. Next week, we will go through all the points for all the series, as they are past their halfway point in both. Next week, they will be past the halfway point in both the 360 and in their big blocks, and we'll know who the overall points leader is. So they are rearranging them, and it looks like Mustard stayed on the outside of the front row. Watkins moved to the pole, and then Jeff Stewart and Casey Miller, Robbie Schaefer and Anthony DeBarro, Anthony Job, Josh Gerlach, Don Runkle through ninth. So they're going to get ready to go green right here. I do not see anybody typing in my phrase, so everybody must be an iRacing member already.
Green, green, green.
Okay, they're going to clear it all up now. I'm going to say Fitzke is starting outside of Job in the 10th spot, and everybody behind that is going to stay the same. Borst on the outside of Runkle. Rowley inside that fifth row. So that's where everything starts to stay the same as it was in your lineup from before. So green this time for them. See what Watkins can do off the pole. He gets on the throttle. We're underway. 30 laps. From Williams Grove Speedway PRO Sidewinder Series, and Watkins jumps out to a big lead. Mustard trying to hang on to the second spot, but Stewart took a peek on the inside. Will he have it? Caution. Caution. Uh-oh. Chase Austin's car. I don't believe this. I think that's Chambron's car back there as well. Let's go back and have a look. Coy and Austin touch going into one. Chambron. Oh, Chambron and Austin make contact, and that is going to do it for both cars, as Chambron took a nasty tumble. And I think Chambron's car is also going to go to pit road along with Watkins. Both cars probably done for the evening, as Austin's car just took a nasty tumble, and starting in the back, sometimes that's a risky run. When you have technical difficulties, there's not much you can do, and this is going to shake these points up drastically, as Chambron kind of had a stranglehold on things with all of his wins and all of his podium finishes, was really kind of starting to put the wood to these guys. And the last 2 weeks is going to change everything when we get around to looking at the points, not just in the individual series, but the overall next week. And I'm sure Nick, maybe not the happiest guy in the world. Let's see if we can catch up with him real quick and ask him what kind of troubles he was having. Nick Chambron, you there, buddy? Hello, Nick. Yeah, Nick must not be there. He may be kicking the cat or something. Who knows? Can understand why he'd be upset about that. It looks like they are going to get ready to restart down here in 3 and 4. Single file: Watkins, Mustard, Stewart, Miller, Schaefer, the top 5. DeBarro, Job, Gerlach, Runkle, Fitzke, and Rowley going all the way back to 11th. All right, 29 laps remain. We had 1 lap in the books. And the green flag back in the air. Single file all the way through the start-finish line. Everybody getting a good run. Get the car up to speed. Now start working on the guy in front of you if you can. Watkins hanging on. Mustard closing the gap.
All right, man. Caution is out.
Caution once again. Just kind of waiting to make sure we start to get a bit of a feel for these things. We'll see if it is Coy. Coy was getting away pretty slow from turn 1 right there. Gotta be in front of him, otherwise I don't think it's bringing out a caution. It was in front of him. Oh, it's the 111 car of Chase Austin. And I think he was just coming back on the track, rolled out past the pit entrance, and then paused because cars were coming. And if you roll past that green cone that is parked right there on the inside of that, where the fence ends to come back onto pit road, that will absolutely cause a caution each and every time. So action slowed once again. I'm hoping that they start to settle in and we get 2 or 3 laps and I can go and show some in-car stuff. We got some suspension cams and a couple other things I'd like to click on to for a lap or two. Appreciate everybody tuning in. Hope you're enjoying the show. Be sure to come by. Wow, that was quick. They did us on the short because everybody got going. We're back under green. But come by the Dirt Racing Network's Facebook page. Like, share, and follow. And if you're over on YouTube and Twitch, make sure that you hit the subscribe button for us. Get down here. Let's try to get on board back here real quick with Anthony Job. Oh, this is Anthony DeBarro's car. Excuse me, Anthony DeBarro. DeBarro in 5th. Trying to make a move there on Stewart. Stewart right through the middle is going to hold him off pretty easy. You see the battle in front of that. That's Miller going after Mustard. Miller and DeBarro working the bottom pretty good. Drop back here to Anthony Job. He's about 3 cars behind that. Caution right as we do it. Is Borst in this? I think John Borst might have been in this one. The 86 car gets a little bit of a tussle with the 43 of Reed Rundle. And when you touch open wheel cars together, they do not like it. It's like the Ghostbusters crossing streams. It's just not good. And bad things tend to happen. So that will put another car into the infield. We will take a quick peek. I think Rundle is staying on track, even though he took a really good pop into the outside wall. I don't know if anything got broken or bent on that car, but he is going to stay out there. That is the second time that we have seen that. Car come off of turn 2 and it touches the car on the outside. And when they touch wheel to wheel, bad things start to happen. Cars tumble down the backstretch and back to green. Good start at the front. I'll tell you what, Watkins is killing these guys on the start. Mustard got in, went to the bottom, kind of covered up the line because Miller's been going down there. Mustard a little wider this time. Miller with a slide job. Can he get the job done completely? Yes, he can. Move Casey Miller up to second. Now that'll make things interesting. Get
all right,
to
man.
race
Caution is out. Caution is out.
Caution. This looks like a Runkle. Don Runkle's car in this one. Let's see. Corbin Hutchison is behind him. Peyton Grease was right in front of him. Got a little out of shape. Here we go again with those wheels touching. And Hutchison, car sliding back across the track. Took out 2 or 3 other cars with him. Reed Rundle was in that 43 car, I think was the car you saw go up and over the outside fence. So some bad juju. I'm telling you can't touch the tires on these cars together. Not at speed. So it's still Watkins, Miller, Mustard, Stewart, DeBarro the top 5, then Schaefer, Gerlach, Job, Rowley, and Grease in the top 10. Peyton Grease from way back. As we have shortened our caution period once again. Back to green, 22 laps remaining.
Green, green, green.
See how these guys are starting to spread out all over the track from the top to the bottom. Lines everywhere right now. This track really starting to open up. Got our eyes on the 71 of Gerlach back here. He is in 7th, but he's in a 2-wide battle with Robbie Schaefer. Right in front of that, DeBarro, that's 5th. Mustard is 4th. Stewart got around Mustard and took 3rd. Watkins 2nd. Casey Miller got around him. Miller might make short work of these guys. Once you let him get out front, he finds a way to start getting away from people. Defending sprint car champion from last season. He's had plenty of podium finishes already this season, doing well in the points. Trying to keep our eyes on the 71 of Gerlach. Gerlach has had a lot of podium finishes. He is right up there in the points, pretty much across the board, and he needs to have a good run tonight to maintain that, especially with Chambrone having more difficulties.
All right, man. Caution is out. Caution is out.
Ken, is this Fitzke's car? Roderick Fitzke. Fitzke with the right rear end of the fence. You can't touch the tires to other things out here either. And that breaks the rear suspension. That car is just kind of a flounder at that point. So a little bit of an auspicious start. We get 3 or 4 laps and a caution. We're on caution number 5. We have still got 17 laps remaining in this race, so we're not quite to halfway yet. I'll get these guys to cycle just a bit here. I'm looking to see Miller, Stewart, Watkins, Mustard, Schaefer, Job, DeBarro, Rowley, Grease, and Gerlach the top 10. Then Cohan, Bueller, Lynn, Hutchison, and Coy. All the cars still on track. Chase Austin is 1 lap down. He will be in 16th here in just a couple of laps. But he is the last car on track, but not on the lead lap. His green flag coming back out.
Green flag, green flag.
17 laps to go. And Casey Miller now has Jeff Stewart giving chase, and we'll see if Jeff can run down the 05 car. Gap starting to widen out, already half a second between Miller and Stewart. Stewart has Watkins right on the push bar, the back of the 72 car. Couple of 3 car lengths behind that. Terry Mustard still hanging on in the top 4. Robbie Schaefer, Anthony Joe, Billy Rowley. Oh, and Watkins puts it up into the wall. I think he did that all on his own. Into 3 and 4, and you know, you're right on the ragged edge getting in there. I showed you guys in the aerial shot that cushion was getting pretty thin. In, up, oh, he made contact with the back of the 72, and that's what upset the car, and then he got the right rear end of the fence. So, was rolling it through there pretty well and touched the car in front of him. That will bring the 011 car to a not so beautiful end to his unit. And then there were 15. I think was still going to show Austin. Maybe not. They all got there. So it's Miller, Stewart, Watkins. Now, Watkins was still in third. That is wrong. It locks it as soon as the caution comes out, and Watkins was still there. Miller, Stewart, Mustard, then Schaefer, Job, top 5. DeBarro, Rowley, Grease, Gerlach, Cohan in the top 10. Bueller, Lynn, Hutchison, Coy, and now Chase Austin will be 15th. Ready for green again, right exactly on the halfway point.
Green.
Once again, Casey Miller with a good start, goes straight to the bottom. Been there pretty much the entirety of this feature. And he opens up about half a second almost on Stewart in turns 1 and 2. We'll see if he gets anything more out of it in 3 and 4. Going to stay right at a half a second right there. Mustard in third. Mustard tried to take a peek on the inside of Stewart going into 1. That didn't work. Schaefer went to the top shelf. So did Job. So did Rowley. Grease is in here in 7th. He's on the bottom. Alongside Rowley, had the spot for a split second. Rowley's momentum takes that back, and Rowley closes in on Schaefer. Around Mustard. Mustard loses 3 spots right there. May lose a 4th down here in 3 and 4 because Grease has found something on the bottom, and he's able to power around, move Mustard from 4th to 8th in the span of a lap. Miller, Stewart, Job at the top 3. You see Job go to the top shelf. He goes around his teammate. Takes over second, moves Stewart back right in front of his teammate. So, teammates, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th right now. Stewart gives up the spot with a bad entry to 3. Rowley up to 3rd. Stewart to 4th. Schaefer is still 5th. Grease going to make a move down to the bottom, right across the nose of the 0 car of Mustard. He takes a spot away from Gerlach. Still trying to fight to get a spot away from Schaefer. Schaefer working on Stewart in front of that. What does Peyton Grease see? Sees the bottom of the track here. You'll see cars come across the nose right there. He's still working on Schaefer. Out of 4. Goes around Schaefer on the top side. Grease now has 5th. He's right behind Stewart. Ooh, Schaefer got the car way out of shape. Good job keeping that from hitting anything and anyone as Bill Coy goes slowly on the bottom. For another lap down. Here comes Gerlach trying to go 2 for 1. Contact between Gerlach and Grease.
All right, man. Caution is out. Caution is out.
Car still on its side down here. Let's get a look. I think that is possibly Gerlach's car. I'm trying to find him in the list, but we can go back. Oh, Grease got the car out of shape. Let's go back a little further. A little contact, Gerlach and Schaefer. Now Gerlach has a run down the backwards. He's going to slide right across the nose. Right there. Oh, and when Grease got the car down, Robbie Schaefer was there, and that's whose car was backwards and upside down. So he's now in the infield. So we're inside 10 to go. Down it'll be 7 when we restart. Miller, Job, Rowley, Grease is 4th, then Gerlach and Cohan behind that. Terry Mustard, Ryan Bueller, and Anthony DeBarro rounding out their top 10. Less and less cars on the track. Bill Coy in 13th, and Chase Austin in 14th. He went to pit road, so he will stay a lap down, and he will come back. Trying to get a little more damage. They're getting ready to go green. He'll be a long ways behind the field. With 7 laps to go, I think he's safe of not getting lapped again. Casey Miller back on the throttle.
Green flag.
Man,
Green
Miller
flag.
is killing these restarts.
All right, man. Caution is out. Caution is out.
Bill Coy. Coy was, I thought, on track. Maybe not. Maybe it's Robert Lynn that gets out of shape here. Nope, it was not. Mustard got hooked up with Bueller, and that is what got Robert Lynn. So, Mustard in the infield. Robert Lynn, looking for Robert Lynn's car. Oh, he is all in the infield too. So we are running out of cars in a hurry here, folks. I think Ryan Bueller's car is also in the infield. I think we're down to 10, 11 car war of attrition. Yep, 11 cars total. One of those 2 laps down. Going to be the 111 car of Chase Austin. As I see John Borst. 18 laps down. Going to roll the 86 car out at the back of the field here. See if they got that car put back together. As we are now down to 6 laps remaining. Hang around. We'll talk to the top 3 at the end of this one. Pace truck to the infield. Casey Miller, Anthony Job, Billy Rowley.
Green, green, green.
We saw Job pick the front end up. Miller gets another fantastic restart. Grease on the bottom. He's inside Stewart. That's going to be for 4th. Can he hang on? Side by side again for 4th. Job finds the fence off of 4. Everybody rolling past him. So Billy Rowley, Peyton Grease, 2nd and 3rd now. Gerlach trying to get up here, wants to get another podium run going. He's got 4 laps and just a couple of corners to get that done. Got to get around the 92 car. Tall order unless Grease keeps bouncing it off the fence like he is. Gets around Stewart. He's 4th now. Stewart 5th. Here comes Cohan up to 6th. Cohan around DeBarro. Back to the front. Miller around the top side. 3 to go this time. Billy Rowley. 0.6 of a second behind. It's another 0.6 back to Grease. Make it 0.4 back to Gerlach. We'll see who finishes where at the end. But Gerlach with another good run. Even if it's not a podium, he's going to pick up a lot of points on Chambrone. As Chambrone scored 21st right now. 2 to go. Everybody getting them out of shape on the top side of turns 3 and 4. Grease went to the bottom trying to stay away from that fence. He'll go back there at the thinnest cushion and put the 92 car. Good set of corners there. White flag in the air for Casey Miller. Miller looks like he's on his way to winning another one of these sprint car races. And this guy's got these wing cars pretty much figured out here. Checkered flag. Casey Miller does it again. He's going to win in Pennsylvania. Rowley 2nd, Grease 3rd, Gerlach and Cohan 4th and 5th. So we'll get our top 3 around. Get them over here on the front stretch. We'll talk to Peyton Grease, Billy Rowley, and Casey Miller. Fireworks going off down in turns 3 and 4 right outside. Let the boys get parked. All right, let's get down here. And we'll start bringing our guys. Billy Rowley already in chat. I know Casey Miller is hanging around down there. We are looking to see if PG makes his way in. Just kind of hanging out, waiting. Peyton Grease to make his way in to the waiting area here so we can chat with him. We'll give him a minute or two. If he doesn't show up, we'll have to skip it. But a good run for him. Started deep in this field. He comes home with a podium finish tonight. Try to give him the benefit of the doubt. See if he makes it into chat. But Other guys are here. So let's get ready to move on. Well, let's go talk to our second place finisher. He drives the 79 car. Rowdy all the time, but he is coming home second, trying to chase down the 05 car. Billy Rowley, you got a copy?
Yes, sir. How are you doing, Roger?
Man, I'm doing good. Been a while since I got to interview you in the DRN booth. Feels pretty good to have you back in here, buddy.
Yeah, been kind of taking a little bit of a break. Sprint cars came a little stale over the last couple seasons, and these kind of fit my driving style a little bit more. So good to be back. Hopefully, be around a little bit longer now that the cars are fun to drive again.
Well, it's also hard to race when you're, out there in Vegas hanging out, running around, seeing all the sights, too.
Yeah, well, we've actually... Well, I will say this, too. First of all, I crashed Casey Miller in the 305 race before this, and I felt bad for him. I hit the fence on the backstretch and got him all messed up and took him out, so that was unfortunate there, but glad to see you got the win there. But we've actually been really, really good here in the last couple of days. Shay and the rest of the team have put in a lot of work into setups, and they're getting ready for the pro season. So I've been on more just trying to give them a little guidance, help them out some, and it's been good so far. But I enjoy running the pro series with these guys. Nick and Josh, they all do a really good job with this series. It's a lot of fun to run with, and fixed setups are always enjoyable to me.
Well, you did a great job tonight to work that 79 machine from, I believe, 11th starting position all the way up here to second. That old guy in the 05, he's the champ from last season. Man, I'll tell you what, he was getting some great restarts. What are you guys going to have to do different to reel him back in?
Honestly, I just drive better. AJ made a mistake that second to last restart. I made a couple mistakes just, keeping it out of the fence, and honestly, just drive better. He's a rocket. He was really fast the last time we ran with Pro at Eldora. Heck of a driver, and it's fun racing with him. Clean guy, and we're just gonna have to drive better. Or biggest thing is not start 11th or 16th or anything like that. So actually get up in the redraw and start in the front 3 or 4 rows. That'll make a big difference. Coming from with this build, it seems like these cars race so much better. You can pass, but with the fixed setups, it's now officially kind of an equalizer where you really just have to find the line. And I was afraid to move off the top. I thought about going to the bottom, but I suck on the bottom, so probably search around a little bit more and just drive better. But good job to everybody tonight, and it was a lot of fun.
Well, a fantastic run. You can't complain about any podium finish. Who you got on the car each and every night helping you out?
Just big thanks to Roofco, Just Logistics, Flow Racing. Season's winding down, so renew your subscriptions. Go to the Facebook link when all was up. Catch Fence Apparel, Zydex PCs, just everybody that helps us out. We've got a lot of support that's really cool. Shameless plug too. We've got a charity event coming up for the Beer for Charity. Beerforcharity.com. You can go there and buy beers. The money goes directly to the Riley Children's Hospital and their foundation. And then we've also got shirts for sale as well for our buddy Parker Price Miller, who got diagnosed with lymphoma. So we're selling shirts in honor of him, and that money's going to lymphoma research. So check out beerforcharity.com, and we'll see you all again sometime, I'm sure.
Well, make sure you put all those links over on the DRM page, or send them over, and we'll get them posted for you. Help you guys out with that. That's a pretty awesome deal you guys are doing. Great run tonight. Congratulations on second place finish, and I look forward to seeing you back on the track real soon, buddy.
We'll see you. Thanks, Roger.
Second place finisher tonight, Mr. Billy Rowley, and I do see that our third place driver has made his way to chat. So since it took him a long ways to go around, I'm sure he had to go get a hot dog and go to the bathroom or do something. It took him a while to get here. But Peyton Grease, you there, buddy?
I'm here.
It took you a while to get here, but a good run, man. You started pretty deep in this field. You come home with a podium. How tough was it out there tonight? This is a tough track to begin with, and a lot going on around you guys. How tough was it?
Yeah, Williams Road's tough track. It's actually one of my favorites on iRacing. I seem to do well here for some reason. But yeah, it really got slick there, and the gear that we were dealt with the fixed setup tonight was a little bit on the higher end, which was mean, you can't really complain about it because everybody had the same gear, but you definitely had to pedal the car, and it made it a lot harder to drive, especially on the top. So there early, I was just able to run the bottom and just keep my nose clean, and was able to pick guys off and kind of hold the cautions to my advantage, and just actually had a clean race there and got up here to the podium. Got to talk to you.
Well, an awesome run. It looked like kind of a war of attrition. You started back there where all that stuff started. Just the slickness of the track and that short gear you were talking about, is that kind of what was going to cause all the mayhem tonight?
Yes and no. I think with the being slick, it definitely was challenging. But I know these guys run just the stock iRacing setups, and I think these setups are still from earlier in the season when the cars were way different than they are now, and now they're driving a lot tighter, and they gave us a lot more horsepower. So, it's nobody's fault. Can't blame anybody for that kind of stuff. Again, everyone had the same setup, and it's just whoever was able to kind of figure out the setup and work where they wanted their wing and everything. And I was just able to find a comfort zone and just know where to run on this track.
Well, an awesome run. Still on the podium, man. Who's on the car helping you out?
I got to thank CSI Shocks. Got to thank them every week. They gave me great shocks. Turn 200 Productions. We have Hopstyle Guzzlers on the side of the car. And also, good friend of mine, Parker Price Miller. Put him on the car for this week, or probably for a long time. With him battling his cancer, and we were all praying for him and there by his side. So thinking about him, and just everybody watching on the broadcast and everyone that puts on this league. Got to really thank everybody for that.
All right, man. Well, thanks for chatting with us, and we look forward to seeing you back on track real soon, buddy.
All right, see ya.
Peyton Grease, your third place finisher. And now we'll go to the front here, and this guy spends a lot of time up here, whether he's just on the podium or picking up wins, and he gets another win in the 360 Sprint cars. Casey Miller, you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Well, you did it again, man. Once we saw you make that move to the front, I kind of let everybody know, these guys might be in for it, and they sure enough were. Tell me about your restarts, because you're killing these guys on the restarts. What are you doing that is getting you 5, 6, 7 cars before you get to turn one?
Well, I don't really want to share all my secrets here, but
can't even help a brother out, huh?
Well, I will say that it's just especially at Williams Grove, on restarts, the bottom really holds a lot of grip, especially whenever you restart. That's all I'm going to say.
Well, awesome job tonight, man. Really, nobody had much for you. I mean, once you got to the front, you got around Watkins there pretty early. It really kind of got away from everybody. The only thing you were going to have to deal with was lap traffic, and you only had to deal with a couple of cars there. Best place on the track for you to run all night long. It looked like you were moving around early looking for stuff, and you went to the bottom. Was that the key for you, finding the bottom?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I mean, I love running this track. This is my home track. I just always love running the bottom here. I don't know why. But then, towards the end of the race, it just started to go away a little bit too much, so I had to move up to the top. I don't really like running up there here. I feel out of my place up there, but you got to do what you got to do sometimes.
Well, Chambrone having a pretty tough night in the points, and I know Gerlach come home in fourth, and he was, kind of up there. You're starting to make a run at these guys here. This win obviously has to be a little bit of momentum. Are we going to see this 05 car back defending the title this season now?
Well, that's the plan. I started out this season really good, and then in the middle of this season just had some bad tracks and had some bad runs there. Wasn't getting on the podium as much as I wanted to, but these last couple of races I got some really good tracks coming up, so I plan on being on the podium a lot more towards the end of this thing.
Well, an awesome run again tonight. You've got the win. Who's on the car before we let you get out of here?
Long Lane Racing. That's the team, and that's really all I got.
All right, man. Well, thanks for chatting with us. Congrats on the win, and let's see if you can get a string going here.
What's that?
Let's see if you can get a string of wins going here.
I'd love to.
All right, man. Well, good luck the rest of the way. Hopefully we get to talk to you next week.
All right, see ya.
Casey Miller, your winner tonight. Like he said, his home track. So got to feel good when you pick up the win at your home track. Let's look at our results. Miller wins at Raleigh was second. Grease was third. Then Gerlach coming home in fourth, and Nick Cohan with a good run for the 21 car. He comes home fifth tonight. Anthony DeBarro in sixth. Jeff Stewart was seventh. Anthony Job eighth. Corbin Hutchison ninth. And Robbie Schaefer rounded out the top 10. Chase Austin, after an early faux pas, he comes home in 11th. Bill Coy was 12th. Ryan Bueller 13th. Terry Mustard 14th. Robert Lynn was 15th. Jarrett Watkins led the early part of the race. Got into trouble with about 10 to go there and ends up 16th. John Borst was 17th. Roderick Fitzke was 18th. 19th to Don Runkle. Reed Rundle, bad night for the 43 car. He comes home 20th. And Nick Chambrone, I can't say enough about the string of bad luck this guy's been on the last 2-3 weeks. Just nothing going his way at all. He comes home 21st tonight, and I'm sure that is going to be a shakeup in the points. We'll know next week because we'll get the points beforehand, and we'll have them for you when we start tonight. Appreciate everybody tuning in, guys. Thank you very much. We know you can watch it anywhere, but you choose to watch it here. Tomorrow night, Dirt Slingers. Wednesday Night Warriors, Big Block Modifieds. They are at Knoxville. Be sure you tune in for that. Say hi to Dom in the chat. No winner tonight for our 3-month free subscription. So we will try again tomorrow night. Other than that, Thursday night you will see Warhorse, and I do believe that Dom's new series NASCAR is going to be getting started. Those guys racing on dirt. I'm not exactly sure where they're going to be at, but we'll know tomorrow night. Dom will let everybody know where they're going to be at. For Dominic Santino,